talk about, Jose Martinez coming into the game, and then obviously maybe just originally it was maybe just a brief appearance, say goodbye, but now he comes in, leads off with PK, just a character for him to come in. It's kind of like almost Stu Finley staying a little bit longer than he used to.
Yeah, look, I think you guys know how much I love Jose, what he's meant to the club, the games that we've won here because of him. He's really embraced the city. I think he represents the club very well. You can see how emotional he is after his final game here. So again, Jose is a winner first and foremost. He is one of one, is the best way I can put it. There won't be another Jose Martinez here at the Union. He is not replaceable. He's a guy that, again, I owe a ton of my success at the club, whatever small amount of success I've had. I owe a lot to Jose and what he's brought. He is a guy that, wears his heart on his sleeve. I think, again, the fans see how hard he works every day, what he puts into the game. And he gave the Philadelphia Union a lot of amazing victories. We also had some difficult defeats, but I think we've become a stronger club because of Jose Martinez and all that he's brought. He'll now, again, at this point, it's no secret, paperwork-wise, and signing this or signing that. I think I can talk openly now. He'll go to one of the biggest clubs in South America, which is an honor for him, I'm sure. But again, he will be missed. Like I said, one of one, not replaceable, an incredible person, incredible human being, a guy that I bonded with while we're maybe very not the same. We're not the same on or off the field, but I think we do both have the same desire to win and have success. And the cool thing I always say about this sport is what it allows. You can come from a million different places in the world, a million different countries. But the greatest thing about this game is when you cross the white lines, you can be whoever you want, and you can be a different person. So I think I'm quiet and cerebral, but I wasn't a nice player. Jose is both. He's the happiest guy in the world one moment, and he can turn in a second when he crosses the white lines and wants to win a game. So I love that about him. It means he cares. You can tell by the emotion that he has now in his interviews, in the locker room, behind closed doors. This club means a lot to him. Sorry I'm talking a lot about him, but he means a lot to me too. So for a kid to come to the Union, kind of unknown, a hard worker, had a lot of athletic qualities that we liked a lot. Again, I've told this story before, but he has the game against LAFC where we kind of throw him out there because of a shortness of players, and he rose to the occasion, right? Comes off the field bloody in the 3-3 LAFC game, and that's where Jose Martinez, the legend, started. Then COVID happened, and he went home and came back from COVID, which was about a 3-month break, and I said he came back so fit. I've never seen a human being come back so fit, and I asked him, what did you do? And his English is limited, and he just said, I run on the beach by myself. And it was unbelievable. I mean, he came back at a level that year where he just treated the COVID break differently than most other players, and that propelled us to our first trophy. And he's a big part of that. And then, the rest is the rest. I'll live through all the yellow cards, red cards, all that stuff. I love it because he cares and he wants to win. So great player, great person, and he'll be missed. I'm sure. I gave the guys off tomorrow, so I'm sure they'll be having fun with Jose tonight too. So that's okay by me. They deserve it. And one last hurrah, one last dance, and I have love for Jose.
Jim, you're talking about emotion. If you could talk a little bit about everything that was happening today in terms of the mental fortitude by your players to keep it together, but also withstand being down a man for the majority of the game to what seemed like a very interesting set of events there.
Yeah, look, Jose, I take the blame for we didn't start the game the right way. I talked about it all week, so I hate that we underestimated them a little bit, but they're a good team. They're really tough to break down. They were organized. They're well coached. Their coach is a legend and has coached a lot of big places. So again, we weren't ourselves at the beginning of the game, and to their credit, they took the game to us for the first 35 minutes. It actually took the red card to happen to kind of wake us up and get to the intensity of the game. That shouldn't be the case, but our group sometimes doesn't do things by the book or normally, but when we did wake up, Mikel scores a really, really good goal on a counterattack. We make it hard on ourselves and have to defend down a man for a long period of time. We talked also about how they are good at baiting you into, the yellow cards and the nonsense, and we got caught up in that. I don't think either of ties is really a straight yellow, but once he gives a straight red on the one, he can only reduce it to another yellow. So we knew instantly it was done, regardless of the review of the VAR, because no referee will downgrade themselves into saying, I made such an egregious error that it's actually nothing when I gave a straight red. So we were in trouble there, and then from there we have to hang on. Like you said, the group showed heart, character, whatever word you want to use, guts, passion, but we survived and advanced, and we have the best goalkeeper in our league. So again, that also plays a big role.
Congratulations on the win, Jim. So now you go into playing Columbus without your best striker, and this is your first time playing this year, and a quick turnaround after surviving. So how does a team go into a situation like that?
Yeah, Wilfred's going to be sick of us, and we're going to be sick of them. I think we played them 3 times now, pretty quick. They're an incredible team. He's the best coach, I think, in our league. He's done a great job. He's shown how talented his group is, whether they're home, whether they're away. They play the same style. It's a confident team. It's going to be difficult. Obviously, we'll be missing Ty. We even talked about appealing some of that one, but you're not going to win because, again, the only way you could win is if it was like a mistaken identity thing or there was a really big egregious error, and they'll still say there was contact where you can anything to the face, they're going to give a yellow card. So I don't think we'll have him back. Again, Columbus is an incredibly difficult opponent. We'll have to put a game plan together. I can tell you right now they're going to have more of the ball than we are. That's a guarantee. And their building's really tough to play. It starts with Cucho and trying to do the best job you can on him. Darlington Nagbe, making him try to play square and back. But we'll enjoy this one, and then start to put a game plan in place to play Columbus. It also now kind of moves our league game with them. I'll just say down the road a little bit. I think we have an idea where it's going to be, but it's going to be a busy next couple weeks because by winning tonight, we just added 2 more games, no matter what, to our schedule, which is a good thing. We played 7 Leagues Cup games last year. We want to play in these types of games, 7 more this year.
Right here. Jim, you mentioned sort of the end of an era feeling, and this move, selling Jose, is not just in a vacuum a move that is happening on its own.
Yeah.
There's going to be more that comes this offseason. We know that this team has clearly been heading toward that for some time.
Yeah.
Is there a feeling, perhaps within this group, of this is our best shot at a trophy now before this era of, however, whatever's to come this winter?
I know what you mean.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And look, first I apologize because I did say yesterday, no, Jose would not play. I'll just say there was it's not your fault. There was a million phone calls, and I'll just say Jose wanted to play so badly and convinced some people at Corinthians to do so, and it helped. It helped get through to tonight, so we survived and advanced. When you talk about now, us as a club and where we're at, you're right. There will be changes, obviously, like there is with any team. I still say we did a great job of keeping our core group together. I think we're still going to have some young guys step up like they did this year. Like you had a Nathan, a Jack McGlynn, a Quinn Sullivan improve to where we're at the top in terms of homegrown minutes. I think you're going to see guys, even middle-aged guys, get a little bit better and have good seasons. I won't say that this is our only chance, to win a trophy. I see the direction, the trajectory of the league for sure. I'm not naive, and I watch and I look at what the trends are and who's going for what and the different ways teams are allocating resources. But I'll still take my group, man. In elimination games, we find a way. It's not always pretty or beautiful like tonight, but they do, to their credit, punch above their weight, and that's kind of what I'm in charge of getting them to do. Ultimately, the only thing that matters, though, is winning, Jonathan, and I say that as the starting point. We still want to develop players, but winning is the most important thing, and so I hope our fans understand that when I say it, and we're going to fight like hell in Columbus, and then who knows, we could host a final against the LAFC or Club America or Colorado or whoever it is. So big opportunity. Do you guys know where they're going to put that if it's Club America, by the way? They've officially said that? Because I thought there might be maybe that lines up at the Rose Bowl or something, you know. But
you said this a couple days ago. This might be this team's best shot at a trophy this year. Now, is that even more heightened at this point?
I mean, look, there's 30 teams in our league. This competition had 40 whatever teams in it. It's hard. I know we've had some troubles in finals for sure. I take the blame for that, but I also say, how many of them were we the favorite? And we're not going to be the favorite again. That's our reality. So we have to find a way. Even at home, if Club America or LAFC play us in the final, I don't think we're the favorite in Vegas. That's for sure. So we like it that way. We're gonna fight like hell. We've been close as you can possibly get, and that's our DNA. I still love my group. I love our fans. I love how they back us tonight. I love Andre Blake. I love Jose Martinez. Jesus Bueno steps up in a clutch way where, again, he's a starter on so many teams in this league, but just hasn't, because it's a deep midfield, gotten the opportunity. But to do what he does consistently under clutch circumstances, it's a really great group of guys that I just still think, when you guys say run it back, it always bothers me. I'm like, we're bringing good players back, you know? So I still think we have more to give, and we're going to make a run at this thing.
One last question over here.
Hey Jim, John Arnold from the Leagues Cup site.
Hi.
You mentioned your success in this tournament last year in elimination games. Why do you think this team has been able to get to the semifinal in back-to-back competitions and seems to excel in this tournament?
Yeah, I think, I don't want to oversimplify the sport of soccer, but we have guys that have guts. I was going to use another word there, but we have guys that are really brave, and they've been through games like this. You know, when we throw in even when we throw in Damian Lowe into that situation, down a man, nothing good can happen for a center back at that moment. But he makes 3 or 4 plays tonight that you know, clears a ball off the line, makes a big block, whatever it is. Every guy kind of contributes, and every guy doesn't want to let the other guy down, which is a powerful thing. So we might not have the big household names, but I think we've spent smart through the years. We've done a good job of developing young players. And I think you see us on our day, we can beat anybody. You know, you saw us beat a really, really good Cincinnati team on the road. So it's a good reminder that, yeah, we've had a tough year. We're not happy with where we are in the table. But on our day, when our guys are up for it, we can beat anybody. And guys come and go. We lose a Carranza, an incredible striker. We lose a Jose Martinez. But the next man is going to step up, and that's kind of our culture and the way we do things here.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thanks.
Guys, can you let